What's up guys, and welcome to my guide to the Dagannoth Kings. This one comes at the request of one or two people in the comments, so just a point to note, if you do want to see more guides in the future and I haven't done one already, do ask and I will make them. So we're going to start off with a medium cost setup because I know this is something that most people can afford and it will be applicable to most people. So we're going to be tri-breeding because those who don't know the Dagannoth Kings, there's three of them. One of them's melee, one of them's range, one of them is mage, and their weakness is the combat triangle. So mage is weak to range, range is weak to melee, and melee is weak to mage. So we're going to bring all three combat styles. I'm going to recommend that people come on ancients, and with that bring the runes for the best blood spell you can get, and it's just going to extend your trips massively. I also bring waters as well because I've already got the runes to cast the ice spells, and if I need to freeze something to get myself out of trouble, easy peasy. But don't panic too much, we'll go over that when we get there. So my mage weapon, because I'm on ancients, is going to be my ancient staff because it's good and cheap. My melee weapon is going to be a whip, but really your best melee weapon is fine. D-skim's 100k, you can use a D-skim. It's not much worse than a whip. If you're wondering why it looks weird, it's got an ornament kit on it from Leagues. My ranged weapon is cheap and easy again, rune crossbow. Best bolts, I like to use diamond bolts E because they're cheap and they're good for hitting through defense. So here's the budget setup. Now this all comes to I think less than 500k, but it's definitely less than a mil. If I had to guess, it'd be 300 and something k. But Varrock's helm, I'll show you the defenses because it's good. So as you can see, not much worse, just as good on the range nearly. And the magic's 81, which is good, not bad at all for magic defense. The changes I've made: Black Dyad body, so that's shaved off millions and millions. I'm bringing my crystal shield for defense because we're learning. Explorer's ring because it's free and it's +1 mage, +1 prayer. Climbing boots are basically free. Combat bracelet's very cheap and everyone can wear it. D-skim's exceptionally cheap, 100k. Amulet of power's basically free. Ignore the bolts, but bring your best bolts. I like diamond bolt C. Still using the same weapon. Varrock's helm's a massive defensive helm, 200k-ish, and it gives you plus like 4, I think, +4 prayer bonus, which is big. Harv's accumulator, because it's easy to get again. And for switches, we've just got the rune crossbow and the ancient staff again. I've brought an extra brew because I might need it at the start, but again, everything's the same. Rune pouch, rune throne axes, remember those. Pet rock if you're solo. Dragon dagger to help you get through the kills quicker. Outside of that, one super pot of each just to help set up, because once we're in, it shouldn't matter too much. Because most things are safe spottable as long as you're getting a decently respectable DPS, but one of each in case you mess up. Makes it easier to reset. So now how do we get there? We're going to Waterbirth Island. So we go to our home, and you can either have it in your portal nexus. I don't know if I have. I think I have. I do not, but you can add it into a portal nexus. I will drink my pool while I'm here. If you don't have it on a portal nexus, you can teleport there. Or what I've done is I've set my house to Relica. And if I come out at Relica, I just go north. Follow me as I go. As we go north, we're looking for, I believe it's called Jarvold. And as you right click him, the option will be to go to Waterbirth Island. I believe. There we go, Waterbirth Island, Jarvold. Nice and easy. Cute little animation, takes you there. There's going to be some rock crabs on this snowy island. Don't worry about them, they're not dangerous. They are aggressive, but they're not dangerous. We'll just follow it all the way around to the west, go around here, and the cave entrance is slightly south of where we come out of. Now, there's a little bit of a maze to get there, and it is worth bringing a stamina, but I've not brought one because we're going to go through it slow time so that you can follow me as I go. So, we go into the cave. If you want to, you can pray melee because these are a bit aggressive. They're not too damaging, but it's nice to not worry about taking damage. And we go east, northeast, up this way. And this is where the pet rock comes into play, because this door needs a person or something on each of these pressure plates. Make sure your auto retaliates off. Drop your pet rock on that pressure plate. Walk to that one. And then open door. Pick up your pet rock. Walk through. That's that bit done. Now, put your rune throne axe on. Don't click on anything, because if you do, you'll attack it. And you'll waste a rune throne axe. We're now walking, so this should be nice and easy to follow. If the guide's really long, this is why. It is a bit of a distance. It's not too bad, but this is, to be fair, the main reason not more people don't do this, because it's a ball ache to get there. There's no teleport to there. Now, we walk all the way up to this, get immediately next to it. Use your special and attack the western door. Destroy door support. So have your special on, destroy door support. That'll bounce along these. They'll fall down, and you can go in. Just like that. Put your weapon back on, go in, but before you do, pray mage, because the Walasakis will attack you and they're deadly. So we pray mage, go down. Down again, it's going to be more Walasakis, I think. Oh no, pray range. These will range you, I believe. Melee and range. Some of the damage is unavoidable, but we've got food, so it's not a big deal. These are big rock crabs. Giant rock crabs, so pray melee. And then we just follow it this way and go to the south. So down there, east, south. I'll keep my camera orientated to help you. And then we go west. Pray range. Follow it all the way west. Ignore the southern ladder and go west. Down the west ladder. West, west, west. If you need to, drink a prayer pot. Pray mage. Again, they can hit you, they can destroy you, but we've got mage defensive gear on, so we're not too deadly. Go west, climb up the western ladder. Right next to the very next ladder, more Walasakis, and more Walasakis again. Go south. Up that ladder, and then we pray melee. Follow it east. I'll click on the minimap to make it slightly easier. All the way east. And we're going to save a run till the last little room, because that is a bit of a pain. Melee seems good here, but range is also good to pray. If you want, you can flick your run on, and you'll get out of range of all the ones that are meleeing you. Again, out of the range of what's meleeing you. Eat food if you need to. Or you can have your ancients on, do a burst spell, and heal off a bunch of them. All the way east, and then north a little bit. And we are safe. We're going to get ranged again. So I'll do a bit more blood spelling on the way. These are only raging me, so they won't hit me, and I can heal from these. So, best part about blood spells is this journey is a lot less scary. I won't bother. I'll just eat some food to save you watching me healing. Drink a prayer pot as well. Keep going through. All the way north, down that ladder. North again. You basically, a lot of them you are just following it. And it's not too difficult. There's no turn-offs or anything like that. Pretty melee in here. Go east. Down this eastern ladder. I like to pray mage if I can't remember what's coming next, because if it's a Walasaki it'll get me, but it won't. This is the last room, so I'm going to put my run on and just follow it south. Pray mage, because there are going to be more Walasakis down here. Make sure you've eaten some food. Keep running south. Once you're all the way south, go east. Past that ladder, that's where they are, that's where the Dagannoth Kings are. Keep going east past the ladder. As soon as you get past it, just step over the root. And we are safe. If you stand here, they can't range you or anything. If you want to stand here, you can burst them. Get your health back before we start doing anything scary. But you are here. Congratulations, you are at the Dagannoth Kings. Now, this little crack. If you peek into the crack in your chat box, it's going to tell you if anyone's in there. Standard cave, there's 2, which is the one I'm going in because I'm not on Slayer Cave. So we're going to have to hop worlds. This happens a lot, don't worry. it is a popular spot. So just look for a less populated world. Ideally look for one on your ping. So I'm in the UK, so I'll click on the UK world. Always worth doing, especially when you're learning bossing, because you don't want to be lagging. Makes everything much more difficult. Now we're in a new world, so we peek. 2 more. So I'm going to keep looking and I'll bring you back when I've found one. Here we go, no adventurers, but he's probably going to go in. But he's got a Slayer helm on, so he's going to be in the Slayer cave. We pot up because we're going to need the extra defense, and the attack's going to help once it gets there, but it's not a big deal. Once we're all ready, which I think we are, we set off in and we pray mage. Pray mage on the way in. Piety won't hurt if you've got it, but it's not essential. And when you go in, we're looking for him not being kicking your head in. Yes, he will hit you. If you go in immediately, you'll be in the same place, so you want to wait a little bit. So if he's right next to the ladder, it's a pain, but it's not the end of the world. We go in here, and we can burst these to get our health back, which we like. And that'll be about enough time to make sure he will have moved. So we'll get one more cast off, and we'll go in. Get close to the ladder. Put Piety on. He's just too close, but if he is out of range, we go sideways. Nope. And that's the major that just chucked a massive scary ball at us, which is why we always make sure we are praying mage, because he'll mess you up big style. The ranger doesn't hit you too badly, but the major will hit you 40s. They can all hit high, like 30s. But the major will absolutely mess you up, so don't get hit by the major. Make sure your prayer stays on. We're giving that enough time, I think. Go back in. Jump in, facing east. And if we're out of range of the ranger, we run all the way south. Follow the wall round to the east. At this point, if you've not been attacked, you can take your prayers off because you're out of range of everything. And when we're all the way east, we can attack the meleeer. Stay east as far as you can, and you're out of range of everything other than the meleeer. Keep attacking him while you're down here. Flick your prayer on for a second. When he attacks you, you can run up into these 2 squares or anywhere along here and you're safe. So you can have it on, you can do what you want up here, and you can just either stay here and just kill Rex forever while he respawns. As long as you've got spells, you'll keep healing. You don't even need poison protection because you'll out heal the poison protection. Or you can just bring super anti-poisons and you'll be protected forever. And you've got loads of space in your inventory as well. But while you're here, you're good. And it gets you straight into the rotation you want to be in, which is killing Rex. And then you can mark that tile if you want, or anywhere around that tile. But as far away from the major as possible, down to the northeast, or up to the northeast. And then you're good to attack him and you'll be out of range of the other 2. He'll be dead. Probably until you've killed him and onto the ranger, but shouldn't matter, you'll be out of his way even if he was up. So once he's dead, we put on our range. It should be there. Any second now. Oh, don't mug me off, mate. Don't mug me off, mate. Don't mug me off, mate. Cheers. Never lucky. Put that on, pray mage. And you can wait till he attacks you if you want, so that you know you're out the range of everything, but I'm good here. Like I say, anywhere around here is good, and I'm safe. Want to make sure we've got prayer while we're here, because obviously we're praying. But you attack him. Once you've killed him, put your melee gear on. I like my DDS. Go all the way west. Pray range. Pray piety if you've got it. And then when you've dragged him far enough away where you don't think the melee is going to get you, dump all full specs. Kill him as fast as you can. As long as you kill him before the major pops up, it doesn't really matter too much. If he gets on you, he won't do too much damage, but if he does, it's not the end of the world. You can prayer flick. In fact, I'll show you. I will attack him. Let's drag him onto me. Sound. See, they are on the same tick-ish, but as long as once the range is attacked, swap to melee, back to range, I'm safe. Back to melee, back to range. Back to range, back to melee, back to range. Back to melee, and I've run out of prayer. But as you can see, they really don't. They don't do too much damage. It's not the end of the world. I've got black DI'd on, and they're not going to mess me up. But yeah, if you need to, you can step under here. You can eat. Again, really not the end of the world. they're on the same tick, which is the timing thing. Or you can step under, get him to spin about. He'll just lose his mind and not know what he's doing. Either way, not that difficult, and it shouldn't matter too much as long as you're out of the way. And then you go all the way back east, back into the same rotation again. Throw melee when he gets close. You've dragged him all the way south. Run into one of the safe spots. Start bashing him, get all your health back. Nice and easy. Can be a bit tricky, I won't lie. If you are learning, which you obviously are, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this guide, then yeah, it can be a bit tricky. But when you get into it, the only annoying bit is if you do die, it's a long way back. Bring plenty of food. Don't be afraid to eat food if you are dying. If you've got good gear, you'll be killing him quicker than I was killing them anyway. So most of this won't be an issue. But like I say, the rotation's there. It's not impossible. Make sure your prayers are right. Stand as far away from other things as you can. It's just common sense stuff, so don't get defeated if you do die. Come back, keep chipping away. We can all do it. This is very achievable bosses. The drops are really, really good for Iron Man. Great little money maker if you want to sort of learn a bit of bossing as well, even if you're not an Iron Man, so well worth doing. And we get no B rings, never mind, but it's nice and easy, totally doable. One thing I did miss is if you're halfway through a rotation or you're chilling or you're not doing anything, you can blood burst these. So when they jump up next to each other like that, you can get loads and loads of health back. You can do that while you're killing the ranger or the melee major if you want. If you stood here attacking this guy, you can bang a few bursts over here if you're mid fight. So you don't need to use food ever, as long as you're stood in the right place. I'm stood here attacking this guy. I'm taking a load of damage. Don't even need to put my correct weapon on. I can just stand here, go back to attacking him after I've got rid of the chip damage that I've been receiving. So very doable. I'm hoping this guide helps. I know it might be a lot. I feel like it's a lot to learn, but it's really not too bad. Just get here. You'll learn more by doing it. I've given you the basics. Stand where you need to stand. Pray correctly. Bring lots of prayer pots. Bring plenty of food on your first couple of trips. Don't worry about your gear. If you stood in the right place, it doesn't matter. So hopefully this guide helps, guys. If it does, please consider liking the video. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more guides like this. And as this guide proves, if you ask down below in the comment section, you will receive. So comment down below what guide you want to see next, and I will see you next time.